What's going on, everybody? I'm Brian Markley. I am the host of The Night Shift podcast. Firstly, please go follow us on Twitter at _T, capital T, capital N, capital S, capital P _. That's where you can find us on Twitter. You can find myself, Brian Markley, at $, on Twitter. Please go follow. I'm always tweeting a whole bunch of stuff that nobody cares about. So the Night Shift podcast, this is episode 0. This is ground zero. This is the intro podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Brian Markley. I have two other co-hosts that aren't going to be on this one just because I'm doing this myself to get the ball rolling. But we have a lot of good conversations at work, in the group chat, all of that stuff. I'm sure like everybody else does. And we decided, hey, let's try and make a podcast. We've all listened to podcasts. We listen to them daily. And we decided, hey, why don't we just try it? It'd be fun, something fun to do together, especially with this quarantine. I mean, there's nothing else to do, so let's just launch a podcast. So what's the Night Shift podcast about? Well, the name of the Night Shift podcast, The Night Shift, comes from us three working together, working the night shift. We see each other way more than I would like, probably than they would like to see each other. We get on each other's nerves, but, you know, that doesn't everybody. But we're also really good friends. We have great chemistry, and we figured, let's just bring that to the podcast world and just give our takes. Our main focus is going to be music. We're all very big into music. Music is a big part of our lives, our daily lives. We're always talking about music. So that's where we want to focus, but we don't want to be so cornered in the sense that we only talk about music. We're all big sports fans. We're big gamers. Bailey Gary, the one co-host, isn't into it like Jordan Wakefield and I, who's the other co-host. But him and I are into shoes. We talk all sorts of stuff. So this is kind of just a sandbox for us to kind of go wild and rant and, you know, talk about music and talk about sports and games and any wild stories that maybe come out at work that we want to, you know, share with the world, because, you know, there's some pretty amazing stuff that comes out of fast food restaurants. But I'm sure we'll eventually get into that one day. So, like I said earlier, there's myself, I'm the host, and then I got two co-hosts. Jordan Wakefield, one of them, who I've been friends with since kindergarten, and we've known each other. I mean, we've been best friends since. And Bailey Gary, who also is a little bit younger than us. We were all in the same elementary school at one point. I'm not sure how the years add up. He's a little bit younger than us, but we became good friends at work, and we're all working together, and he's local too. So, you know, we've known of each other, and now we're just real good friends. So, yeah, this is the Night Shift podcast. We're really excited to get it rolling. Please go follow it on socials and retweet it and share it with your friends, even if it's only, you know, a small group of people, you know, that maybe, or even if it's one person that you know, hey, maybe they'll like this, or they know us and they care somewhat about our probably bad music takes or takes on anything else that are really bad, which is probably what you're going to hear, a lot of bad takes. But yeah, man, we're going to have fun with it. It's something for us to do as friends, and yeah, look for episode 1 coming soon. And this is the Night Shift podcast.